God remains present. He draws close not to observe your pain from afar, but to sustain you within it. He is near, especially to the wounded. When the heart carries silent weight and grief feels too deep to name, God approaches the fragile soul with mercy that stays. No ache is too quiet for Him. No tear is too small to matter. He comforts the unseen wounds the world could not gather. God is near to the brokenhearted, steady when the spirit bends. He restores the wounded quietly. His love will always mend. God is near to the brokenhearted. No pain will stand alone. His peace will guard what sorrow shook. His mercy leads you home. When healing moves slower than hope, and strength feels postponed, unclear, God sustains the wounded heart until joy can reappear. He heals what others cannot see, restores what silence conceals. The God who draws near to pain will make the wounded heal. God is near to the brokenhearted, steady when the spirit bends. He restores the wounded quietly. His love will always mend. God is near to the brokenhearted. No grief will rule the end. His peace rebuilds what pain once claimed. His love will always mend. Let the hurting heart lean, not hide, for God draws near to stay, not briefly, but completely. Lord, stay near to every wounded heart. Bring peace where sorrow shook strength away. Restore what pain tried to claim in silence. You are the God who comes close, who rebuilds gently, who restores fully. I trust you. I receive you. I rest in you. Amen. There are tears no one can translate, silent drops that carry stories the voice cannot tell. But God collects them, interprets them, and gives them purpose. What falls in pain will rise in meaning. When sorrow writes a story too deep to speak, and grief becomes a language only heaven reads, God gathers every falling tear and plants unseen seeds. No hidden cry is ever lost, no wounded heart is left unnamed. He turns the cost of silent pain into grace that stands unashamed. God will turn your tears into testimony and frame the story pain once wrote. He lifts your voice from silent nights and gives your heart a song to hold. God will turn your tears into testimony. No grief will end the tale. He authors purpose in every drop. His promise will prevail. When disappointment tries to seal the past, and hurt feels heavier than belief can defend, God writes redemption strong enough to rewrite the end. He does not erase your story, He crowns it with new meaning. What broke your voice becomes the proof that grace stayed intervening. God will turn your tears into testimony and frame the story pain once wrote. He lifts your voice from silent nights and gives your heart a song to hold. God will turn your tears into testimony. No grief will end the tale. He authors purpose in every drop. His promise will prevail. Let every tear now speak of mercy, not shame, not loss, not fear. For God transforms the quiet pain into purpose, crystal clear. Lord, turn every tear into meaning, every wound into worship, every silent night into testimony of your mercy. You are the God who redeems what falls, who restores what breaks, who gives purpose where pain once ruled. I trust the story you are writing. I receive the purpose you are revealing. I rest in the grace you are sealing. When your pages feel heavy in your hand and the ink of pain has blurred your sight, God is drafting purpose in His plan. He writes in mercy through the night. No broken chapter falls outside His reach. No silence hides what He intends. He heals the heart before He speaks and shapes the story to ascend. God is rewriting your story now, where sorrow claimed the lead. He restores the lines you could not hold and meets your deepest need. Yeah, God is rewriting your story still. No His love restores your name. When you read your past with trembling voice, and tomorrow feels too vast to frame, God inscribes courage in your choice and steadies every whispered pain. He writes redemption, not regret. He crowns renewal, not the fall. The God who authors unseen strength will lift and restore. God is rewriting your story now, where sorrow claimed the lead. He breathes new life into tired hearts and meets your hidden plea. Yeah, God is rewriting your story still. No night will mark the end. What grace began in silent tears will rise restored again. Yeah, your story bends toward restoration, not by force but by design. For God writes hope where pain parts faith, until your heart aligns. Lord, rewrite every place that pain tried to define. Restore every line that fear tried to erase. Steady every heart that waited too long in silence. You are the author of hope, the restorer of strength, the God who turns tears into testimony. I receive your writing over my life. I trust your pen. I rest in your plan. Amen. God is rewriting your story now, where sorrow claimed the lead. Restores the lines you could not hold and meets your deepest need. God is rewriting your story still. No night will mark the end. What grace began in silent tears will rise restored again. There is a quiet place where your heart breaks low, where even courage feels afraid to stand. But God is moving where the wounds still show. Healing begins in His gentle hand. No pain is too deep for Him to reach, no tear too small for Him to claim. He meets the soul before relief is seen, and speaks peace over every name. God will heal what hurts today, not distant, but right here. He covers every shattered part with the love that calms the fear. God will heal what aches today, though you feel the weight too long. His voice restores what pain once wrote. His grace becomes your song. If your heart feels tired from carrying the unseen, and disappointment tried to teach despair, God God is rewriting what the sorrow means, transforming burdens into prayer. He heals the soul before the storm steps back. He comforts long before the proof appears. The God who works in hidden depths will answer every silent ear. God will heal what hurts today, not distant, but right here. He anchors every fragile place with a peace that draws you near. God will heal what aches today, even the pain you cannot trace. His mercy seals the wounded past. His presence fills a space. Oh, when pain becomes the voice you speak, let faith become the breath you hold. For God heals softly but completely. His timing turns the weak to bold. God will heal what hurts today, not distant, but right here. He lifts the heart you could not lift and quiets every fear. God will heal what aches today, even the pain you hid away. His love restores the trembling soul. He is healing you today. Oh.
Lord, heal every place pain has spoken too loudly. Touch every heart that hurts without explanation. Bring peace to the memories that still feel heavy. You are the God who heals gently, completely, and personally. We trust your process, your heart, and your timing. Restore strength to every soul listening today. Amen.
When hope feels distant and the soul grows tired, God breathes renewal into what nearly faded. He revives hearts, not with faint inspiration, but with divine intention. He breathes hope into you again. When disappointment weighs the unseen mind, and tomorrow feels fragile to conceive, God restores what sorrow underlined and strengthens hearts that still believe. No weary spirit waits beyond His care. No wounded faith remains outside His plan. He breathes life into silent prayers and steadies what once could not stand. God will breathe hope into you again, reviving what fear tried to still. He speaks renewal to the waiting soul and heals the weak in will. God will breathe hope into you again. No night will guard the end. His spirit rekindles courage lost. His mercy helps you mend. When endurance tires under hidden ache, and healing feels too slow to prove, God renews the heart the world could shake, until belief can gently move. He restores not by borrowed strength, but grace that meets the wounded place. The God who breathes into what broke will crown the soul with peace. God will breathe hope into you again, reviving what fear tried to steal. He authors calm in fragile hearts, and heals the wounded will. God will breathe hope into you again. No sorrow holds the pen. What grace began in quiet nights will rise renewed again. Let hope return in gentle formation, not pressured but divine. For God breathes life where pain paused faith, until the heart aligns. Lord, breathe hope with fear exhaled endings. Restore strength where sorrow whispers surrender. Revive faith where silence carried pain too long. You are the God who renews breath itself, who rekindles courage without fatigue, who restores hearts without hesitation. I trust you. I receive you.